Hey guys, welcome back into the Stochastic YouTube channel. My name is Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be talking a little bit of NBA action for No House Advantage on December 9th. A nice little Friday afternoon here to get into NBA. And if you're new to No House Advantage, there's a couple different ways to play. There's the versus the house contest. That's where you're creating prop-based style parlay tickets. You're taking the props from No House Advantage, putting them together for different multiplier payouts, some big multipliers on No House, some of the best in the industry. And there's the Pick'em contest. That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. And in the Pick'em contest, we're taking props, we're putting them in a DFS style lineup, assigning them all different values. We're putting them in a big contest to play against a bunch of different people. And for today, No House Advantage has a 15K guaranteed, 5K to first slam dunk contest. No House putting out good first place prizes, good guaranteed prize pools for pretty much every slate on NBA, some good primetime slates too for NFL and main Sunday slates. So lots going on in No House Advantage. I will say this, guys, there's often overlay in a lot of these contests. And if you're new to the site, use promo code Stochastic when you're signing up there. You get a $50 match deposit bonus right off the top. Again, $50, you deposit, they match it with $50. You can try out the site, got a little extra money. Build that bankroll if you want as well. So promo code Stochastic gets you started there. We also have free projections over on Stochastic.com for No House Advantage. Very, very helpful. Projections for NFL, projections for the NBA, things like the optimal lineup. You can look at the different props for versus the house, versus the Pick'em contest on Stochastic.com. And again, this is all free, guys. So very worthwhile checking out. Do it after the video. It'll really help you along your way as you're playing on No House Advantage. So again, lots of stuff going on. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the Stochastic YouTube channel if you could as well. More great videos coming up here. But let's get into the NBA action for today. Again, Friday, we got a big slate here. We got about 10 games on the NBA slate, so lots to get into. Now, I'm going to give you about 4 props that are really kind of popping for us. And again, we got different props to work with in the different contests. For the Pick'em contest, we often get a bigger variable of props. Some guys will have really big props. Some guys will have low ones. And today, definitely seeing a lot of point props that are too low. And we're going to start over in Charlotte with Kelly Oubre Jr., my favorite names in the NBA. Over 19.5 points for Kelly Oubre. Look, I mean, this is a player who's gone over 20 points in each of his last 6 contests. We know Charlotte likes to play pace up. We know there's no LaMelo Ball in the lineup yet. Oubre's been getting really good usage here. This is just a very, very low point prop. It's projecting as too low for us. We have Oubre projected for well over 20 points today. So, everything is just clicking on this one. You're playing the Knicks, which maybe isn't the best matchup, in terms of like pace of play or just in terms of just the Knicks being an okay defensive team, points allowed. They're about mid, what you'd call in the NBA. So you could ask for a better matchup, I guess, but you're still in a spot where, we got a 3-point spread. Charlotte's with a 110 implied team total. That's big enough. Kelly Oubre is going to be on the floor a lot. The matchup really isn't terrible against the Knicks guards either. So I think Kelly Oubre Jr., a fairly safe play here at 19.5. This is one I'd be fully and entirely okay eating the chalk with. Put it high up in your No House Advantage lineups. Go for the big point play with Kelly Oubre Jr. Again, Charlotte, condensed rotation right now, fast pace of play. And, this is going to be a close game. We should see Charlotte get up to, 105, 110 at the very least. And, in that scenario, Kelly Oubre probably going to go over. So let's stick with this point thing. Like I said, there's some lower point props on the board today. We're going to take advantage. Oubre was one. Kevin Durant is another, though. He's got a 26.5 point prop up for the Nets matchup with the Atlanta Hawks today. And again, this one is really just another smash over for us. We have Kevin Durant projected for actually to go like into the 30s tonight. So it's a strong projection for Kevin Durant. You do have a pace up game here, pace up spot against the Atlanta Hawks, 9th in pace of play. The Brooklyn Nets here, they're in a really solid spot. They're 7.5 home favorites. They've got a 118 implied team total. We're expecting points in this game, especially from the Brooklyn side. You look at what Durant's been doing. There's really no concerns there. He's had one game over his last 5 where he hasn't gotten to 20 points. He's only gone under this. Actually, he's gone over this easily in each of his last 3 games. So really dialed up just kind of the efficiency in the last few games, especially for Kevin Durant. And again, just with the opponent that he's got, I don't necessarily see this streak for Durant ending tonight. I think you could probably take him over on just like a 29.5 point prop. That's kind of the way I'm looking at this matchup, just the way I'm looking at his trends as well. So been very efficient. He has only gone under this total actually once over his last 7 games. So now that I can finally see the scorecard. But yeah, Kevin Durant in a very good spot tonight. Like I said, all the factors flowing in his favor. Good matchup. No concerns there. I think Durant easily gets over this 26.5. Take advantage. Another one where I think you just eat the chalk. And if you really want to get bullish on Durant too, you could put in a couple of his props. He's got a 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists prop. He's probably going to hit that easy. He may actually hit that with points tonight. That's kind of how the projections are looking. So easy overs on Durant. First two, very simple. Probably going to be popular plays, but we can look to differentiate elsewhere. So one guy who we're going to go under on. I got one under for this card, for this video, and it's going to be Ja Morant. And we're, like, Ja has some pretty low point totals as well, and I think you can go over his total points in the contest. But if you look at his 3-point prop, it's 2.5, and I think that's a great under to throw in. He's playing the Detroit Pistons, which again, like, it's not a terrible matchup. Detroit's a little bit slower paced team, but they're about league average in terms of what you'd see. But Ja Morant just hasn't really been attempting the threes at the pace that we'd want a 2.5 over. So, he made two 3-pointers in his last game, attempted three 3-pointers overall. He did attempt 7 and 8 3-pointers the games before that, but he's not the most efficient 3-point shooter anyways, and he certainly goes stretches where he doesn't attempt a high volume of threes. So a 2.5 3-point prop for Ja Morant, I think that's a good fade, under 2.5 threes. And I don't think this prop is going to be as highly owned as the first two ones. So a good prop to kind of help differentiate your lineup. That's good. It goes in, with those more chalky plays that we were talking about first off. So Ja Morant in a spot against the Detroit Pistons. Like I said, it's not a terrible spot for him to get some points or just like, just have a decent game. But in terms of the 3-pointers, I would take the under here. Detroit not necessarily like a terrible team in defending against the threes either. Only allowed the 11th most threes in the league this year. So, Ja Morant, under 2.5 3-pointers. We're going to go there. I like that under. I think it'll be lower owned as well, which is kind of nice. Helps get that originality in your lineup and give you a better shot at just getting that solo first place prize. So, last one we're going to end with, and again, it's just another point prop that just looks too low. Projecting is way too low. It's Joel Embiid over 28.5 points. You look at Embiid and just the matchup here tonight. Again, we've got a star player just playing well, and he's going up against the Lakers, who, the Lakers may have been playing a little bit better of late, but just still a very, very solid matchup for any team going up against them. Allow a ton of points. In terms of just your points allowed, they're still bottom 10 in the league. In terms of pace of play, this really isn't a bad matchup either. LA top 5 in pace of play. So Embiid at 28.5 points. He's gone over this in 3 of his last 4 games. The minutes have been there. He had that little injury, kind of break, but he's been back. He's gotten full minutes under his belt now. And like I said, 4 straight games. Really nothing to concern yourself here, just in terms of usage or anything like that. Played 35 and 40 minutes in each of his last 2 games. So Joel Embiid at 28.5 points. I think you take the over here. Expect a higher scoring game between the 76ers and the Lakers. Again, 76ers, just like the Nets, we got a high implied team total, expected to win by 4 more points. So Joel Embiid over 28.5 points going to be our last prop. So quick recap here, guys. We're going to go Kelly Oubre Jr. over 19.5 points. Kevin Durant over 26.5 points. Ja Morant under 2.5 3-pointers, and Joel Embiid over 28.5 points. Those are going to be the 4 main targets. Again, free projections over on Stokastic.com for No House Advantage. You can check those out after this video. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Stokastic YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. If you're new to No House Advantage, use promo code Stokastic when you're signing up there. Get a $50 match deposit bonus. Guys, hope you have a great Friday of NBA action. My name is Geoff Ulrich. We'll talk to you again soon.